Good morning, this is meteorologist Jordan Ambrose. I'm here on Facebook Live to give you guys another update based off of the tropics. Things have changed dramatically over the last really 6 to 12 hours. So earlier this morning, I was saying how a part of the Wiregrass was under a tropical storm watch. That has now changed. Now we're seeing most of the Wiregrass is under a Now, most of the Wiregrass is under a tropical storm warning. All of the Wiregrass, matter of fact, winds are currently still shaping up to be on the stronger side, and we should be preparing now for more impacts across the tri-state region. So currently, we're seeing those wind gusts, and those winds are currently now at 80 miles per hour. So winds are now at 80 miles per hour across the Wiregrass, and now there is a hurricane warning for Early County. This is the new thing, and this is the new thing that I want to speak about. So now there are hurricane warnings. A hurricane warning is now in effect. Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist Jordan Ambrose. We have had some changes over the last 6 to 12 hours regarding Hurricane Helene. It is now a Category 1 hurricane, but the new thing is now all of the Wiregrass is under a tropical storm warning, meaning that everybody in the Wiregrass should be prepared for seeing sustained winds around 40 miles per hour up to 73 miles per hour as well. Now, we've had some new things change as well. Now, Category 1 hurricane wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour. But another thing, Early County, Georgia, is now under a hurricane warning, which means hurricane conditions will be possible in Early County and wind gusts could be higher. Now, what does that mean for the Wiregrass? I think if you're in Houston County and you're in Henry County, you should prepare for hurricane conditions as well, because just to the south of us in Jackson County, they're under a hurricane warning. We're under a tropical storm warning in Houston, Geneva, Coffee, Dale, and Henry counties, but Early County is under that hurricane warning, and I would not be surprised if this shifts just a tad bit more west, and we talked about this, that if something shifts just a little bit to the west, warnings go to the west as well, and it looks like that is happening, so be prepared, even in Houston, Henry County, and even portions of Ozark in Geneva County. Prepare like a hurricane is coming. Prepare for a Category 1 hurricane or hurricane conditions, because shifts to the west could still occur. I'm going to show you the current path. Now, again, there's a couple scenarios that could play out, but everything is now pointing somewhere between Mexico Beach and Tallahassee for now. That's what it looks like over the next 24 to 36 hours. Still time for things to change. I've kind of changed those threats. So there's still a heavy rain and some of a tornado threat for today. But now hurricane force wind gusts will be possible and more likely in Houston and Early County and also Henry County. This model is showing a closer to Tallahassee landfall, which would be somewhat good for us across the Wiregrass, but tropical storm conditions still will be possible. And as it moves closer, we'll see even some of those outer rain bands and scattered to widespread power outages could be now on the table now that we could see hurricane force wind gusts. Now, you can see the size of this storm is absolutely large. Still near Mexico, but already seeing outer rain bands slowly making its way to near Apalachicola. So this means that we're going to see deterioration of conditions starting tonight. Now, for the Wiregrass right now, like I said, already some rain making its way here, even a few showers, and this is also associated with a cold front that's further out to the north. Now, so we're going to see the conditions starting tonight. The rain's going to start tonight. Winds are going to begin to pick up. especially for your Thursday going into your Thursday night, we're expecting landfall to be closer to around 7. Risk for today. Flash flood risk further out near Atlanta and also extreme northern portions of Henry County, Coffee County, and Dale County. Also seeing a slight risk of flash flooding from Panama City all the way to Tallahassee, and everywhere in between is under that level 1 risk. Severe weather outlook. All of the Wiregrass is under that level 1 risk of severe weather. Maybe a brief spin-up tornado could be possible. This severe weather threat is fairly small, but not out of the woods. Maybe some 60-mile-per-hour winds could be possible with maybe some rain bands. Now for tomorrow, the flash flood risk increased greatly. We're seeing a flash flood risk for almost all of our Wiregrass counties, and further up north, a rare level 4 out of 4 risk. Flood alerts, again, flood alerts extend. All of the Wiregrass points north. Also near Apalachicola, already some flood warnings due to some rain. Wind gust forecast. As of right now, looks like we're going to see winds between 20 and 30 miles per hour. But once we get closer to landfall, wind gusts will go up dramatically, even 20, and then you can see some of these bands coming in. These are wind gusts up to 40+ miles per hour within some of these rain bands, making its way 45 miles per hour close to the center. And keep in mind, this is just right at the station. You see gusts just to the south and even near Bainbridge, 44 to 45 miles per hour, 67 mile per hour wind gusts. But I promise you, wind gusts will be higher if you're under that hurricane warning. So expect higher wind gusts because we're going to see more of that onshore flow that will bring moisture to the Wiregrass, and expect 3 to 4 inches, but I expect this to go up now if the center continues to move west. Still watching that, but 3 to 4 inches of rain for now, 4 to 6 inches forecasted, 7 to 8. I do expect that to go up though, since we saw that shift. Now for Thursday, that's when I think the biggest impacts will occur. More widespread rainfall, then we're going to see more moisture into the Wiregrass, and that's when I think we're going to see the most of the rain, and that flood potential will increase. So rain, showers, and thunderstorms will increase as you get closer to your nighttime hours. Once you guys finish getting your hurricane preparedness kits, flashlights, battery, food, water, especially if you're in Early County. If you're under that hurricane warning, and prepare for Houston, Henry, and even Geneva and Coffee County and Dale County. Prepare like you're preparing for a hurricane just in case. You see how quick things change when you saw that hurricane warning shift further to the east. Things could change drastically just like that when it comes to hurricanes. So again, timing is more Thursday night to Wednesday into Thursday night. Tropical storm conditions are still likely, but hurricane conditions cannot be ruled out. Now I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. I know it was a lot of information, and I'm going to actually show you guys some other graphics as well if you guys have any other questions or concerns. So we're going to continue to stay with you guys on WDHN. This is exactly what we're here for. I want you guys not to be scared. We want you to be prepared. So any questions that you guys have, I will continue to answer it for you guys. And that's a good point. We're talking about rainfall. We could get a decent amount of rainfall. I'm actually going to show another possibility when it comes to how much rain we can see. I'm going to pull up our Barron model, which shows how much rain we can possibly see even within the next 96 hours, which in the next 3 to 4 days. So if we continue to see, we're going to see widespread, if this scenario happens, 3 to 6 inches of rain across the Wiregrass, possibly even continuing a little bit more. So 3 to 6 inches, widespread possible by isolated pockets, especially near Early County. I think Early County is under the largest threat. Henry and Houston need to watch this very closely. A small shift to the west could put us in a hurricane warning just like that. We are under a warning. Yes, we're under a tropical storm warning. So that tropical storm warning which means that we can see sustained tropical storm force winds for all of our counties in the Wiregrass. And I'm actually going to zoom in for you guys. I'm going to zoom in right over here to show you exactly where those warnings are. So further down, hurricane warnings are kind of in this little lighter shade of red. That is our hurricane warnings for Early County. Now, tropical storm warnings for Houston, Coffee, Geneva, Dale County, all of this is now under that warning. This morning during Wake Up Wiregrass, only 2 counties were were in that warning area, but things slowly shifted to the west. Something that I was seeing, and that's why I kept on saying, even if we're in the cone of uncertainty, and I saw some people say that, hey, it looks like it's trending away from the Panhandle, it looks like it's trending away from the Big Bend, but at the same time, you never count. As long as you're in that cone, you have the possibility for things to shift either west or east. In this case, it's shifting west. So this is why I said, watch the cone, watch the cone, watch the cone, and stay with us for more updates, because things like this happen pretty fast. And I also want to mention other scenarios that could play out. Like I said, I'm not going to show just one scenario. We're going to show every single scenario that could play out, and this is also tropical storm wind gusts that could be possible as well. So where you see the shade, look at the over here where you see tropical depression winds, tropical storm force winds, category 1 force winds. So depending on the strength and intensity, things could really go up or down. So you can see even around Thursday, at least tropical depression sustained winds possibly. Then entering as we get closer, you can see tropical storm force winds, especially around Houston County and also near Early County. This only goes out 48 hours around 9 p.m. for Thursday, but keep in mind that this will extend all the way through your Thursday night going into your Friday. We're also going to show you possible rainfall totals, not only from Barron, but also from the GFS, which is another model that we use that usually has pretty good guidance on how much rain we're going to see as well. So it all depends on where that center tracks. Slight shifts to the east and slight shifts to the west have pretty drastic changes. The GFS is showing us getting up to 6 inches of rainfall. So it really depends. You can see a shift to the east. If that more eastward track, you're seeing heavy rainfall focused more around Early County. A shift to the west, heavy rainfall for Houston, Geneva, and Dale County and Coffee County. So this is what we're watching for. Now, Early County, for Early County, Georgia, the reason you guys' phones are going off because you guys are under a hurricane warning. Hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are likely in your county. That means winds up to 75 miles per hour and greater will be likely within that county. That's why the phones are going off in Early County, Georgia. Now for the Wiregrass, I don't want to downplay the Wiregrass whatsoever. We're still under a tropical storm warning, which means that we can still see winds up to 39, up to 73 miles per hour. And I want to warn you, just like how Early County was not in the warning area earlier for a hurricane, and that changed just to that slight shift to the west, Henry County, Houston County could easily be in a hurricane warning within the next 6 to 12 hours if things continue to shift west. So that's why I said prepare as if that you could see a hurricane. Houston County, Henry County especially, because if you take a look, I'm actually going to step on the green screen and show you guys. And this is why I'm telling you guys to prepare just in case. If you go one county to the south, just one county to the south, a 20-minute drive, maybe a 30-minute drive from Dothan, hurricane conditions will be possible. If you take a 30-mile, really, maybe if you live even near Webb. Webb is about 20 minutes away from Early County. 15 to 20 minutes to the east, hurricane conditions will be possible. So if you shifted 15 miles, you can see Houston County possibly under a hurricane warning and also Henry County possibly under a hurricane warning. So we need to watch this carefully. Any other trends to the north or to the east or to the west would not be good for us. So prepare, prepare, prepare. Batteries, flashlights, prepare for possibly power outages as well as this storm continues to traverse further out. And we're going to be on Wake Up Wiregrass very soon within the next really 13 minutes. So I'm going to stay here for another about 5 minutes. And then after those 5 minutes, I'm going to go off air. We're going to prepare for WDHN Daytime. Make sure you watch WDHN Daytime. We're going to have a lot of information. Make sure you watch WDHN News at 5. Chief Meteorologist Chad Crilly will have some more information. Shout out to Brian and also Richard and Clay. They've been pushing out these articles to get this information that I'm receiving. I'm giving it to them. They're putting it out on the internet. So we're having updates very constantly. It's an evolving situation, and we can see tropical storm warnings and tropical storm force winds are now possible all across the Wiregrass. Now, you live in Dothan, you see hurricane. I did not see, we're not under a hurricane warning. We're not under a hurricane warning, tropical storm warning, but prepare. There's a possibility we could be under a hurricane warning if this decides to continue to shift further to the west. That is my only concern. If it does shift to the west a little bit more, we could deal with hurricane conditions across the Wiregrass. And even portions of the Wiregrass currently now are under that hurricane warning, which means that portions of the Wiregrass could deal with hurricane conditions and will be likely for Early County. And I do want to reiterate, if you do live in Early County, and also if you live in a mobile home, especially in mobile homes, easier, 75-mile-per-hour winds, 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts, that is easily able to topple things like trees, topple things like topple mobile homes. So I want you guys to be careful. If you know anybody, especially, like I said, Early County, Houston County, Henry County, and even near Ozark and Geneva County, if you can get to a place where maybe you have sturdier structure, I think that would be wise, especially as you get closer to your Thursday and Thursday night. I think that will be the wisest decision. Flooding will be an issue, but now that we can see the possibility of stronger winds, that will be an issue as well. So like I said, we're going to be on WDHN Daytime in about 10 minutes. We're going to have more updates. We're going to have more graphics for you guys. We're going to show you guys a little bit more information of what we're seeing and what the possibilities will be. So stay with us for further updates. I want you guys to stay safe. And also, I'm going to look at the questions one more time. And if you guys don't have any more questions, I want you guys to stay safe, stay weather aware, and continue watching WDHN. So what's the difference between a tropical storm warning? So last question before we go. Tropical storm warning and hurricane warning. So tropical storm winds are between 39 miles per hour and 73 miles per hour, which means that sustained winds, not wind gusts. Sustained winds mean that they last for a longer period of time. You can see sustained winds between 39 and 73 miles per hour. Now, in Early County, where they're under the hurricane warning, they can see sustained wind gusts over 75 miles per hour and possibly even higher. Wind gusts can be even higher than that. So hurricane force wind gusts are not out the realm of possibility across the Wiregrass. That's why I said prepare for a potential hurricane. Prepare for a potential hurricane, because that is still not off the table. Any shift to the west would not be great for us. So, like I previously mentioned, we're going to be on WDHN Daytime. Give us about 9 minutes. We will be on air. Stay with us on air and online, and I promise that things will eventually pan out, and we're going to continue to keep you guys updated. Also, I do see one comment. I'm from Florida. The weather is not bad. The weather hasn't even started. I'm going to show you something right now, and this is going to be the last thing. I want to tell people right now, the storm is in Mexico. The storm is currently near Cancun, Mexico. So you're not feeling anything right now because it's nowhere near here. 24 hours later, you're going to be telling a totally different story. So that's why we want you guys to watch. Again, even though you're in Florida right now, you don't feel anything, the storm is far from starting. That's why we're here. I'm telling you guys 24 to 36 hours in advance. So when the storm does come, you guys are officially prepared.